Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Especially if you're thinking playing around package, you have the Rumble Equalizer, you have this kind of mid-game skirmishy comp, with the Lucian and the Nami, but it does feel like there's more pressure on them to get things done early, and he had to stop that base. Boogie is behind them though, and Zeyzal's holding the wave, so Boogie can walk in, and this could be a dead core JJ, or at very least a flash. He just needs to walk in, hold the pillar till after the flash potentially. We'll see if he wants to just commit it.
Flash Qs, okay, he can still, yeah, I think he's still killed.
He's dead, yep. Yeah, he's gonna get it. Boogie gonna be able to chomp him down. This is an easy first blood for Shopify Rebellion. The troll claims that Boogie gets in behind him. They again had a really good Lucian game yesterday. Did start Stormracer, went into that rapid fire. Fake got in trouble though. Umti trying to get behind him. The tackle comes in. He's overheating. He's silenced, and I don't think he's got any way out. The equalizer will drop, but not gonna do much of anything. TL strike back on the top side.
Wow, what a huge gank right there, and just absolutely tragic overheat timing from Fake God. He was
so yeah, had about 1,000 gold.
They are definitely prepping a dive here. Fake God doesn't have flash, even if he can pump a lot of damage.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to burst him down very easily. The equalizer came out, but it's not going to mean anything as Fake God
prepping a dive here. Fake God doesn't have flash, even if he can pump a lot of damage.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to burst him down very easily. The equalizer came out, but it's not going to mean anything as Fake God knocked down completely because there's no TP available for Fake God. And Umti gets the rejection. It's going to be TL's Dragon. Shopify, their only real edge was that one Dragon on the bottom side. They wanted to continue to make a run for it, but now it's going to be too late as Umti goes for the stun. Not going to be able to find it. Turtle on the bot side does knock down a tower.
I think once he gets to late game anyway, he's going to be online, so he's just trying to make sure he doesn't get completely bursted down. Nice
he slams him out of the Valkyrie, knocks him up, and Sanity in trouble. Will have to try to pull back. The heal comes through from Zeyzal and will stabilize. Insanity not going to panic.
Being taken down. Impact is thinking about making his way in. Yawn and Core are coming for base. They might look to fight.
Well. We'll see if he can get in range fast enough. Umti may just be there. It's down to 2K, but they haven't got it just yet. It's going to be a smite fight. The equalizer is dropped. Turtle's in the midst of everyone, and Turtle has to run, but Impact getting burst down. And look at Insanity on the side, just raining hellfire down on TL. Knocking him.
They're going to be very happy they were able to steal that one, but it's also kind of showing that this game is going to be a pretty close one. Like, Core JJ hasn't emoted the whole game.
How many does he have left?
He's making sure he can play a long time.
Saving himself an extra couple years,
Yeah.
Keeping those risks alive, but Shopify here looking to push in. Yan going to be forced to dash out, and it's a nice trade again onto Umti. Turtle enforcing his will, playing this rapid fire.
Gold from this item. By the time he pushed it into the game, the support item CS penalty is very forgiving, so he's very unlikely to hit penalty at any point in this game.
Yeah, Boogie in some trouble here potentially, but they're going to turn around onto Umti as the ulti's going to get popped, and the comes through, and Turtle knocks him down, but now everyone is arriving. Impact in the backline. Shopify trying to chase after him as Yan is trying to keep these ulti stacks up here. The heal is going to be used for the move speed, but they're going to turn around onto the barrier, has to be popped, and APA will knock down Turtle. Impact on the run here. There's no escaping the Ood here. The slows come through. Insanity tries to turn on APA, but he doesn't have enough in the tank. Zeyzal's got no way out. Boogie trying to buy him some time with the pillar, but Impact is there, and Impact gets another kill, and they can look to turn on the Baron, but Fake God drops the equalizer, has them chunk low, trying to prevent the take here. But the chunk out on the retreat, making it so that Yan could catch up, so that APA could catch up. I felt that made all the difference. And TL going to be able to grab the Dragon on the bout side. And Fake God, just no way out. He can run you down for sure. Turtle, though, in trouble, and he's going to be burst down by Yan. Zap goes the Zeri, and Turtle sent back to base.
Impact basically 2v1ing up top as well. Boogie having
that big one on the Core JJ did about 45-50% of his health, so did chunk him down very low. Gonna chunk some potions, try to heal back up as Umti going forward, but APA in the back line shuffles him back, and TL going crazy in this fight. Yan still very healthy. Insanity's got to run, but he's got no Valkyrie, and he's got no way out. TL get the kills. 2 for 0. They're heading to the Baron, and this one surely is going to be theirs. Fake God going to be scrapping with Impact, but Impact can just walk it out. He doesn't need to commit to this. His team has already won the fight off the back of that beautiful engage from APA. Sweeps into the Shopify backline and crushes them.
Not even close. That was...
They're going to be that much squishier as a result. APA just keeping this buffed up, and Umti doing a good job bouncing between the lanes, protecting his carries.
Yeah, it's a little interesting that he's the one split because they could maybe jump on him. but he's able to repel the fight pretty easily there just by using his ultimate. If I'm Shopify right now, I'm trying to give every single CS to Insanity. I don't want anybody else taking gold from him because he needs to get Baron buff as well, so this turret's getting taken down. They're just keeping the pressure on Shopify as well, making it even more difficult for them to contest this dragon. Weirdly enough, Impact being top lane is just pulling someone up towards top lane, which...
So Shopify, I don't think you can convince me that you can give this up and still win the game. You know, you've got to be fighting for this soul. But Impact is just trying to draw everyone to top lane.
And what's Fake God going to do?
Not much. He's probably going to have to give the inhib. He's going to have to back it up.
He's going to die?
If he gets too low, it's going to be problems because Impact could even TP into the fight. He's overheated. And
I guess I'll just die?
chasing him down. Doesn't have the ghost quite yet, but Fake God in so much trouble. Does have to flash back, and it's going to be about the fight at the dragon. The rejection there from Umti, going to be able to knock away Insanity. They're going to be able to finish this off, but Boogie's in there. It's a smite fight.
No, he stole it!
And Boogie steals it. Umti with the early smite. Keep their hopes alive in this one, but Impact relentless on the top side, and MT going to be charging in. Slams Boogie against the wall. There's the disengage ulti from the Nami. Shopify have got to leave, but Insanity's looking for an angle with the baggage, and he goes in over 3, chunks them low. MT in trouble here, trying to run, but Yon looking to turn around. Turtle incredibly low, but he doesn't burn down just yet. Turtle survives, but Insanity does not, as MT will smash him into the ground. Yon charging forward with the double, and Impact on the hunt here for Turtle, and you have to think Shopify's time in this game is coming to an end.
It may not be on this push. We'll see. Baron buff is down. The Hextech Soul was denied, but it will be at least the second inhibitor. It was so...
And now it's Yon and Core JJ playing bodyguard as APA and Umti are bursting down this Baron. Boogie's got to get here. Turtle trying to dash in, make something happen. The Baron down to 6K. They're still hitting it. It is still getting very low, but Boogie does have flash, so this is risky. There's no vision in the pit for them just yet, though. And look at Impact in the back line, and Turtle is just gone already. Impact wreaking havoc. APA flashing forward, doesn't find the ulti. Fake God gonna look to turn here with the equalizer, but it's gonna be too little. It's gonna be too late. Insanity trying to kite back, trying to poke them down. Does have a big one, threads it through onto Umti, but it just doesn't matter. TL have done it, TPing into the base, looking to finish this off. It's APA, Zazel's gone, it's the double, and it's Impact charging in, looking for the ace. TL will get it and will secure their first win of the season, taking down Shopify Rebellion.
Big win for Team Liquid. A relieving win for Team Liquid, avoiding...
For like mostly until the mid game, and then like once you get 1 or 2 items, you're probably never going to kill the Udyr just because you don't have any stuns to lock him down. Like you'll fight him, he'll run away.
Evening out a little bit, but Berserker's going to catch so much of this farm, and Nomicha is down to heal. Yes, you trade for the Ignite, but the Ignite is the shorter cooldown, so that is pretty scary. And Blabber now looking up towards top lane. There's the stun on the Sniper.
I think he's dead.
Dash in, and Sniper's got nowhere to go. He's got the Ghost, but it's not going to create enough space. River is here, but River could be in trouble as well. He's just looking to try to fight this out. We'll see if he can make it happen, but it's not going to be enough. He's got to flash out of there, but he's flashing to the wrong side of the map. Quid up to the top lane trying to help, but he's going to be in trouble as well, potentially, as Fudge likes his odds in this fight. He's just pushing forward, and Quid is going to have to flash now. He could actually potentially die if the Ghost is still there. The ulti Phoenix does Udyr can just run at you. He has the full cowl completed. Of course, on the other side, they are taking this dragon, so Jojo going to be helping Blabber finish that up.
Yeah, and I like that you're kind of getting what you can.
At least it is pretty good golden experience, right? So it's actually worth the time to take if you
get to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would also say that Blabber is probably prioritizing the dragon, at least partly because
he's in trouble here, potentially. But going to be able to push them out. Meech now in trouble. The W from Blabber. Spear through the heart. Meech behind that ulti. And with Blabber here to cover, there's no way that River can actually commit in. So at the end of the day, you get an ult for a little bit of chunk of health, but that's it.
Was a gank, right?
That was a gank.
Yeah, that's a gank. That's definitely a gank.
All right, Vulcan flashing in. The tether does land. River in trouble. Going to flash out, but it's not going to be enough. The ulti from Senna trying to save him, and now Ayla has arrived with the TP. We'll see if that's going to be enough. Blabber getting low, but no one able to actually knock him down inside the Crescent Guard. He survives. Berserker is here, and now Fudge TPing in as well. We'll look to chase him down. The ulti ram going to get popped. Doesn't use the Ghost, will just be the Dragon, but Cloud9 lose no one.
It's hard for Sniper, but the Rift Herald is being started up here.
Yeah, Quid approaching here. Does have his ulti back now. River in the area as well with his ult available. They're going to TP in, so they're going to try to make their stand now. The Nocturnal going to get popped. We'll see if they go in. It's in onto Vulcan. They're looking to try to knock him down, but it's River that's in more trouble. Blabber is just chopping him down. And that's going to be another kill, and now it's going to be a reset on the Herald. Jojo in trouble, Sniper in the back line, maybe able to get one kill. No, couldn't actually connect with the ulti, and it's Blabber that gets another. It's 100 Thieves set running with their tail between their legs, can't get anything. Olaf is not someone that can actually succeed without getting a ton of farm. We are going to be getting back into game here. Seeing the ready checks come through, we are unpaused as Blabber talking about him. He's going to be looking to chase in after him. It's going to be the defensive ult, but they're going to try to turn around on Vulcan. Vulcan going to get knocked down immediately, but Jojo is here, and now 100 Thieves likely has to run. Jojo, though, sent running by that ulti from Ayla, and now it's Blabber trying to get out. Looks like he will be able to...
there, but...
Oh, this is really interesting. So Ayla went Bloodsong. So I didn't expect that. So it does have the exposed weakness, so it is the increased damage. So he's kind of using it as like an even shroud, I guess, as we're going to see the Herald hopped into end the charge from Vulcan. Ayla now in trouble. It's going to get potentially burst down. The Sen ulti is there, but it's not nearly enough. And now River will be pushed back. You do get that Spellblade on it. You do get the exposed weakness on it. But I was expecting them to go more of those tank supports. Blabber bashed it in and knocking him down, but Blabber will fall, and that is a big shutdown going the way of River. That should have been like a 1K or a 950
It's 950 to River.
Yeah, so that's a lot of gold injected into him. Sniper will be pushed back. Not going to be much more. It is the trade of kills and the tower for Cloud9, but a big shutdown going the way of 100 Thieves.
I mean, clearly Cloud9 feeling extremely powerful right now, but that is definitely an overstep for Blabber. When you have a bounty that big, it's not worth it to trade kills at that juncture, but that doesn't put 100 Thieves in much better of a position.
Yeah, now going to TP in, try to defend him here as Quid's looking to turn this round. Does catch Vulcan there for the wave. Quid turns it around.
Testing it without data, you're like, I don't know if it feels good enough, but then once you see the win rate, you realize it's really strong.
Yeah, looks like Cloud9's going to play really aggressive here, and Blabber's going in on the Nautilus.
Blabber's going in, the ulti's going to be popped, the TP's coming in to respond. Can they actually lock him down and burst him down as Sniper chasing him? And it looks like Blabber's going to be gone, and now Fudge going to get hooked in. They're all turning onto the Udyr, but they have enough damage to get him. Now Quid going forward, does get the knock up onto Jojo. He's in the Shroud. He does get one kill, and he's going to E out to safety. Cloud9 holding on for now, but they're down a man. It is 2 kills.
For a team that was down over 5,000 gold before that fight.
Yeah, it's a big one. Cloud9 going to be able to take down that tier 1. We have the results from the poll.
Yeah, I mean, I think... Oh, it started to look a little scary at the end, but Blabber does see carry. I think C9 did a really good job of closing them out there.
Jojo's never going to enter the pit. Like, he's always going to be a threat on the flank.
Yeah, I think the really interesting thing here is what they're going to do about Nocturnal. Like, I mean, I guess Nocturnal did, so they're just going to run away.
There's the Nocturnal ult. He's going to be going in onto Blabber, but Blabber turns it around on River. River in trouble. Fudge in the back line there as well. As you can see, the Nico ult going to get popped, but it's going to miss on Everett, and Jojo's in the back line. He knocks him down. It's a triple for Jojo, as the execution sentence has been passed by Jojo Pyun on the 100 Thieves. What a fight by him. He had the flank. He had 16. He comes away with the big triple, and Vulcan now on the chase. If you played against Karma Top, you have experienced this pain before. And now the jungler gets to experience the misery. The triple kill there, so a little bit of an assist from Quid, but really well played by Jojo on the flank. Cloud9 looking clinical as it's Sniper up in the top lane trying to scrape together a little bit of gold for the team, but Cloud9 looking like they're on the march here, trying to close in to take their second win of the split.
Yeah, I mean, I would have actually liked to see Sniper keep pushing here. I think that the best thing you can do is to just pressure C9, although he's going for the TP flank, so looks like they'll probably be going into the bot lane here.
Yeah, the lights get turned off, but are they even going to use the Nocturnal just on Blabber again? And Blabber likes his odds in this fight. He turns on River. River gets low already, but in goes Ayla, and there's the Nico ult, but it's only on Fudge. Everyone on 100
Berserker's going down.
Low. Oh, not going to be able to kill him, it looks like. He misses the ulti. It's a double kill on the other side, and it's a clean ace for Cloud9. Even if you got Berserker, it wouldn't have meant much. Cloud9, too good, too coordinated, too dominant in this week number 1, and they're going to end it 2-0.
Just a 5-0 at the end, a fitting finish for Cloud9. They are the super team coming into the spring split here, yet to lose.
Jojo's letting his team do all the work. I appreciate that.
605 for Jojo.
They're appreciated, but going through lane into the side lane brush here, as long as your top laner is keeping track of the enemy top laner's trinket wards, can be super. Doing all those really annoying Udyr things, and he's starting it off here with Olaf with a little bit of doing a little proxy farming there as well, but Armeo's going to move right in, and off of the... oh, he's coming out through the gate now. Maybe there's a roam. He's going to link up with Armeo. In day one, of course, it's only just one game. Oh, Tactical, though.
The curtain call's opened up. Tactical gets ulted on top of ulted. The first blood goes back over to Masu with the curtain call. Ready to go.
Yeah, trying to get your timers down for packages is one of the biggest things. Busio had no flash.
Pull! Busio's in some trouble. The crash down crashes right on him. And Armeo is the one to pick up the kill. Now with a man advantage and a package advantage, you would have to think Immortals can secure this Drake. Mass just gonna fly back into the mid lane, going in on Jensen. Finds a lot of...
a giant damage modifier on Q, and so Q smite for Rel, if you let him do an attempt at a 50-50 is huge, but nice little push out there from FlyQuest. They force him away.
Yep, bringing in Busio and Jensen just a second or two earlier. Made it so they were going to get that done. Yup, there's no follow-up. It doesn't mean a damn thing, but he hit it, and that's what matters. He's going to guarantee he can do just that. Another ward placed down over the wall there from Busio as he's trying to get rid of some of the vision that Immortals are setting up. Minion Wave about to crash into the turret. Inspired is here. Ole now could be in some trouble, but Tactical's the one getting focused. Armeo coming in with a Magnet Storm as Tactical tries to get all the way out. It's Armeo who has to sacrifice his life as Immortals were not ready for the reinforcements from Fly.
Of pushing power nowadays, and so Immortals gonna try and snag this one up, try and get their first tower for them with the use of that Herald.
Jensen with an advantage in HP over Mask. Okay, they might have missed the Ash Arrow, but it don't even matter. Jensen gets the better of him in the Corki Azir matchup.
So Jensen will be very confident split pushing, as well as having FlyQuest group up for these dragons. So it means Jensen will be very confident split pushing, as well as having FlyQuest group up for these dragons. So
Immortals utilizing the strength they know they have with that to clear away this vision. Make sure they maintain priority over this bot side. River, nice pull coming out from Ole, and Inspired is immediately bursted down. Busio and Masu now have to fall back as the teleport comes in. Castle's ready to reinforce. It's 5 men from Immortals here in the bot side River. Mask went back over into the mid lane to push the wave out and apply a little bit of extra pressure as FlyQuest brings up Bwipo and Jensen from the bottom lane. However, another beautiful pull from Ole means Bwipo's in a bad spot. The curtain call opens up and Ole's the target. Everybody else falls in to protect the president, and they still can't block the bullet. Luckily, the president's wearing a football helmet and he's still gonna walk away. Now Armeo going in. He tries to hit the Q flash, but it ain't gonna work. Jensen escapes, and now Immortals are right back onto the Drake. There is no Jhin ulti. There is no Ashe ulti. Immortals are still trying to burst this down before Inspired is able to make his way back into the fight. Castle with a little bit of damage up the wall as Immortals get the Drake and have to get out. Everybody can
poking out, but he's fine. As he said, he's got the protective gear on, and they were able to at least get the dragon and then get out, although they did lose a tower for it.
Jensen going in big after Mask. Manages to hit him there with a shuffle. Busio showing up to guarantee it as FlyQuest find another pick here in the bottom lane. Nearly 3,000 gold lead now. Jensen, 3 out of the 4 kills for the team here on the Azir.
This is another one of the big stories. People were
pulling up the Rift Herald here in the mid lane. Gonna just use that one. It's no driver. Self-driving car crashes right into the turret, takes that one out. Immortals are all sorts of stuff just chomping them. All right, FlyQuest is invading the enemy blue jungle now. They want to steal away this buff. Remember, now that Baron's on the map, we're at that point of the game where the buff becomes team-wide. Stealing these away can just help a ton. And there it is, all 5 going on. We're finally seeing a couple pings over in the area. The Baron's at about half HP. Ole's gonna lead the charge. He'll look for a pull on somebody. Baron down to 1,200. It's already gonna be smited. Immortals was too slow and Baron was too low. Armeo was already down. Bwipo survives and Castle can't do a thing. The volley in his face makes him no more as Mask, Tactical, and Ole have to try to get out in there too, right as the Baron goes down and they deal with Armeo because the piercing arrow just barely missed him that was flying out there from Tactical. He was at such low HP and the Varus having 2 lethality items, I feel like that would have taken him out.
Oh yeah.
But nice little dodge from Bwipo to guarantee that they didn't lose anything there. 5,500 gold lead for FlyQuest. They're also is going to have a very easy time contesting this, but they're still moving up, looking like they want to. Dragon already secured though. That's another
pulls and is constantly finding Armeo, hitting him with the Ashe ultimate. Again there by Dragon, just making sure he's not even gonna get anywhere close to stealing it. And FlyQuest, it sets them up with Dragon Soul Point, with the Baron buff in their hands so that Bwipo can split push on bottom side as well up to the tower. Let that cannon minion do some work for him, and they go the...
Yeah, Immortals thought they were going to try to hard force force this. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Ole for Inspired. You'd rather have the jungler killed off than the support, so I guess you can call that all right, but I don't think FlyQuest is done quite yet.
Try and get some real comeback money going.
I mean, there's still that problem that you talked about a little bit earlier, though, with Whippo here on the Olaf. This guy has so much pressure in the side lane. He's up 50 farm against his lane opponent in Castle with the Aatrox. And Castle now just getting wombo comboed with the arrow. Not going to hit in time. So Castle can get away, does use the World Ender there. And considering he's forced back, it's so easy for Jensen to take out the tier 2 turret here on the top side. Immortals going to do the same thing down in bottom lane and at least get themselves an objective bounty.
And that's exactly around Baron. The Hail Mary play for Immortals isn't really open to them of trying to rush the Baron down. They get a pull.
Yeah, the pull on Whippo, though, is not quite the one they want. Mask is going to be focused down to the front line before anybody else, and Castle is not strong enough to zone away the rest of FlyQuest. Whippo is still berserking through enemy lines with the Ragnarok and finally wears away, but Armeo's going to die. Jensen dominating 9-3 game, 2-for-0 fight. FlyQuest marching down the mid lane. They pulled in a rabid Olaf.
They also have damage here to back up the scout.
I mean, they got such good enemy players as their picks. The jungler, so there's no steal potential. The Corki, so there's no poke or package threat. Probably the best two guys you could have eliminated there if you could only get two. Tactical, that was cute. Everybody down to the Drake now. It will be exactly what you said, my friend. It's a Baron into an Ocean Soul. I like the attempt there from Tide for highest kill participation on their team. We've been hyping up the Jensen Azir because, yeah, he's 6 out of the 9 kills, but 7 kill participation for both bottom laners. Ole again is going fishing and catching a damn shark. Inspired ends up getting the kill, and Whippo leads the charge. It's 2 dead on FlyQuest with a long-range snipe. Double kill back over to Inspired to make it 3. Whippo is not done, but Immortals sure are. FlyQuest pushing straight onto the Nexus turrets now as Mask will not stop anybody. FlyQuest still pushing this one as Jensen, he does not fall. He has the stasis to guarantee that he stays alive. FlyQuest still has all 5 players in the enemy base. Immortals tried, but Immortals died. FlyQuest gets themselves a 2-0 week 1.
When did they give Olaf
and Tom Kench whisks them away? But I'm interested to see how Dignitas is willing to do. Any thoughts so far now on the completed drafts?
Yeah, I want to ask Eric about the Jace top specifically.
XU is around, but Dokla should be able to get out of here in time, I would think. No, maybe not.
Oh, it's a gank for gank! Double gank!
Contracts is coming in. Energy think they're the ones who's going to have this, but XU immediately jumping in for the first blood. Now Rich doesn't really have a way out, I wouldn't think. Rel doesn't do a ton of damage, but she ought to do enough to kill Rumble at 3 HP. Contracts will make it a 1-for-1.
And all you have to do, slip on into these side brush. Top laners always go for these trades.
Here he goes. Rich ready to start off the fight, but he was not ready for the contracts. Dokla picks it up, and Energy gets a 1-kill lead.
Top lane, we're having fun.
Yeah, I'm sure all the top laners love all the jungle pressure
I'm
up
sure
here.
they just love it.
Well, Dokla's gonna face check XU here. Ends up getting hit by 3 talons. Into the wind becomes lightning, but with Palafox ready to reinforce, it could be XU who's in all the trouble. Flashes out, back over the wall, but it will not matter. Palafox is ready to flash follow, and Energy's got a 3-1 lead.
The midfield genius.
That is one of the unfortunate parts about playing Rel. You can land such sick engages, but if you don't have anybody else near you, even if you catch somebody out, it's not going to go great. Speaking of getting caught out, Rich with the equalizer over the wall, calls it down, burns him up. Dignitas get their 2nd kill.
Hell yeah.
To zone away the enemy jungler, make sure that Contracts can get this without having to flip it. Tomo and Isles now coming over as well, but the Drake.
Rounding out the objectives here, some possible dragon stacking already occurring. We've had so much action top lane, Flowers, that it's really just been some trades of summoner spells on bottom side, but been largely quiet.
Yeah, you can see the farm between the 2 farming champions pretty much dead even, as now a TP is coming up. We're going top lane again, but Dokla puts Rich in the ground before Dove can even get there. Dove ready to jump in, make sure it ends up getting traded even. But once again, all eyes on top for either side, and it looks like it's a 3-3 even split on those.
The classic grub block. The denial
Grub
play.
blocking, one of the most important new mechanics, as Rich is going to find himself in the middle of a 3v1. It's not a great place to be. FBI is getting paid. Energy up over 1,000 bodies to the party, and it means that XU and Rich are not ready to contest this one. FBI going to regroup with Huhi back in mid as the Herald is secured by Contracts and Dokla.
And because they did go answer anyway, and they just get bullied off.
Whoa! Palafox, speaking of bullying, he just goes in, destroys Tomo 1v1.
He definitely just completed an item. There's definitely like completed Trinity Force on
Trinity
that.
Force,
There we go. Yeah, I was like, that is definitely some Trinity Force damage.
Well, FBI is about to eat some Titanic Hydra damage, but XU gets locked down. Crescent Sweep going to protect him for the moment. Magnet Storm hits all three. Energy buy themselves enough time for Palafox to show up. There's the Abyssal Dive as they continue forward. Dove will be the first to die, but they ain't done yet. Rich ready to back up his teammates and see if he can cook anybody down, but it's XU who's in danger. Dokla goes to the skies, and XU goes to the dirt. Another big play coming out for Energy. They don't lose anybody, and they pick up 2 more.
The snowball from top lane rolled all the way through mid here. Energy. Try and force your fight on someone who is a squishy target. Jump on them. They won't expect the burst damage. Annihilate it. Got the objective afterwards.
That's what I know who was talking about.
Because you guys kind of cursed him yesterday. You pulled this up preemptively before he made a good play.
Oh,
so,
FBI now in some trouble as Rich flashes forward. He's mad about everybody being top, and now he's in the enemy jungle.
all right, flash back in, get one back. But unfortunately for Dignitas, the neutral objectives were taken, so they're going to try and use this kill and this pressure to force some damage on tower. But with the teleport from Palafox and Huhi already there, the defense does hold strong here. A couple of little autos, some chip damage onto the tower, and now it's Energy's move up towards the top side again.
Contracts will lead the charge. Magnet Storm to guarantee the Shattering Strike. Double use the ulti, but there's just no way out of a situation like that. They get the pick, they get the turret, and it looks like Dig wants to see if they can try to defend the tier 2. Energy still happy to just poke at these guys. Shock blasts, rockets, all sorts of firepower heading towards Dignitas, and they'll continue retreating back behind the tier 2.
I love it. The ganks top lane are agnostic of who's up there. Doesn't matter. Is Rich up there? Top laner's up there? Don't care. If the mid laner's up there, fine. We'll gank him too.
Get whoever's there.
It's top lane. They get the kill. They get the tower. Energy. Every single time they make one of these kills, they get another objective. This time they're getting two outer towers. And Rumble heading down towards bottom side. I believe that bottom tower was so low. Douglas should be able to finish it off anyway. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And so they get all outers now, Flowers. Dignitas really exposed here because Energy have all the defenses still in place on their side of the map.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Rich is not having a good time here in bot lane. Dokla just jumping in. I think Licorice might have been onto something here.
He did call it. Once you get ahead, start with the solo kills.
Well, now, with Rich out of the way, plenty of opportunity to pressure mid lane there with the Herald. Isles walking in the wrong place at the wrong time, and now he's stuck in the wrong belly. Tom Kench gobbles him up. Energy strikes him down, and now the Herald will be driven into the wall.
The Herald was shuffling. That was kind of...
okay.
That was kind of sick, even though he lost health.
That was definitely not what I expected to have happen. Dokla goes in after Tomo, but as the turret falls, he can pick up the last little bit of damage that he needs. Dignitas is absolutely crumbling under the pressure from Energy. 8,000 gold lead, 19.5 minutes in. Mid lane inhibitor destroyed before Baron spawns.
I love it when non-junglers jump in the Rift Herald. All right, never mind.
Here we go
Another
again.
kill.
Dove in trouble. Contracts and Dokla should be able to take him down, Sundisk or not. Dokla eating a lot of damage though. Dove beautifully outplayed in the 1v2.
When the birds strike back, Flowers.
To grab the soul here 5 minutes from now. It's a pretty slow take with Senna and Rel. You don't have any massive neutral objective damage source in every possible way. I'm wondering how they're going to be able to try to stop this Baron attempt from Energy, because you can see Energy's moving up into the jungle. They want to try to stop it, but Contracts now has to be saved by the Devour from Huhi. But what about the counterattack? Magnet Storm's going to get used as Dove comes around from behind, and he's found FBI. The damage comes through, and Dove gets it done. Sharima Shuffle comes out, and Contracts is under pressure. Dignitas has just found their angle. The Baron throw favors Dig. The Quadra even started. A Quadra for the Azir. assist. Rich will head back to the base to stop him. He'll hold the line for now.
The most dangerous dove I've ever seen, Flowers! It started with the kill on the big dokes. He got the first one, he got that confidence on their side of the map with the tower, and then the big quadra kill. Huge flank from Dove. They've got 5 people clearing it really quickly. Corki's trying to fire rockets from the side, but they aren't going to be able to deal with this minion wave, so another burst of gold here. It seems pretty sick here, right? And he was like, Faker bought it, so
Faker bought it, all right. Contract's getting caught over here in the mid lane, while Energy sends a 2-man squad up top side to push the tier 2. Dove's the one assigned to stop him, but now he's in some danger. He has to dash away with the soldiers, which means the tier 3 turret is going to be broken. Dignitas, still with all their other players down in mid lane, down to the bot side river. Dig, all of your inhibitors are exposed. Dokla and Palafox will kill all this stuff. You have got to find some sort of a response here. First inhibitor already down, second inhibitor already down. Dove is healed up, the third will not fall. Now Energy regrouping in the top side jungle of Dignitas.
But it's not worth very much to Dignitas if they get it, and getting 2 inhibitors down when the third one...
the 2 types. Palafox also just now picking up the package, so he's ready to go. Everybody on Energy has so much HP.
And they finish it off, and here you go, Flowers. They are indeed coming to end it. 1 inhibitor up, it's exposed. Dignitas, there's not a lot of extra time to choose the perfect moment, so you're just gonna have to force.
Buy your elixirs now and get ready to stand your ground. It's a 3-inhib game for the next 90 seconds. Energy going in as XU's going down. Crescent sweep will allow him to survive, but only for a moment longer. Energy still with the pressure, still mostly full HP. Dokla has to flash back over the wall as Rich and Dove trying to go in. Rich barely getting away as Dove wants to try to body block for him, but Dignitas are so outclassed by the gold lead. Accelerated Shock Blast doesn't find Dove there. A little bit more healing coming out from the Dignitas squad. Energy did get chunked on a few different players, so they're trying to play careful enough to still lock this out here. Palafox, if he can get the recall, he can teleport back in, rejoin the team, but he's not even going for that. XU already so low once again. The damage is huge. Contracts goes in for the Magnet Storm, but a nice disengage coming out from Dove. He'll die on the front line. That's the Fed player. That should be the end of the game. Tomo still trying to stand and fight, but Contracts goes in for the engage to keep him back. Nexus turrets both under half HP. Dokla under pressure from XU, but he will not die just yet. He reinforces with a shield. Dokla drops. Tomo grabbed the kill on that one, but he'll be traded back as Contracts ready to lock down everybody who he into the back line. Only 2 members left alive on Dig. Nexus turrets fall. Dignitas runs, and Energy is gonna get their mark. They'll end the week on a win.
Energy right back to their